It's amarisbrielle, and we are back with another video. It's Vlogmas Day. Say three. Say three.
Three. Hi.
Three. I have a special guest, my mommy. Say hi, Mom.
Hello, everyone.
Introduce
How are
yourself.
you? My name is Laquetta Solomon, and I'm just so excited to be here today.
I'm glad. So today, as you can see, this is cozy conversations on a Tuesday. My dog is here. You can see our Christmas tree that I worked so hard on. All my mom does is she just put the little bow and the little flakes. I don't know if you can see the flakes. Okay. But my mom is a licensed, first of all, she's a doctor. I really don't want to go through all her credentials because it's really long and we really don't have time for that because I still have to edit the video. So, but my mom, just know my mom, she is a licensed clinical social worker. She went to an HBCU. And she's just a nice, not nice, but she's a very well-spoken person, and she advocates for mental health. She advocates for women's rights as a woman and how you present yourself. And I think that this is one of the reasons why I am who I am is because of my mom. So, with that being said, we are going to talk about mental health, but teens version, holiday version. So it's called How to Manage Your Mental Health During the Holidays as a Teen. Make sure you guys like, comment, share, and subscribe to my channel. And this will not be the last time my mom will be on here. She doesn't know that, but she'll be all right. Okay, ready?
Ready. I guess you have me on here because I have my own private practice and I'm a mental health therapist.
No, I'm sorry. My mom doesn't take teens, so
no, I do.
Oh, you changed?
13 and up. I've always not below 13.
Oh, so you hear that? You need a therapist.
Yeah.
My mom.
Well, I don't have any openings, but I can give you somebody.
Oh, and she also has a women's mentoring group.
Yeah.
She's having a new graduating class black tie event gala that's happening on December 21st at Captain Bill's in Bay Shore. So if you are in Long Island and you want to buy a ticket, please DM me, hit me up, shoot me a text. I got you. Now the Cyber Monday, Black Friday sale's over.
No, it's still on.
Oh,
yeah,
okay.
Because we're having this show, I'm gonna let it.
So you guys get special. So what is it? 35%. No, $35 off.
Yeah, we're going to be really highlighting some phenomenal men and women who are doing some phenomenal things for the community. So we're very, very excited about that.
Yes, I'm so excited.
And I'm very excited to be a professor.
I didn't even see this video's all over the place. See, this is normal. My mom is used to it. It's okay. But yeah, she's everything, all the hats, God. all the hats. Everybody give it up for.
And we're just accredited.
Oh yeah,
we got our accreditation at St. Joseph's University, the Masters in Social Work program. So it's an honor to serve and be a professor. They're here on.
So she's okay. Let's get this straight. My mom's a teacher.
A professor.
Sorry, professor. My mom is a mentor. My mom's a mother. She's a preacher. She's a doctor. It's just the list just goes on and on.
Yeah.
Therapy. It's just after a while, when you bring somebody, it just gets tiring. Anyways, I have a couple questions for my mom. And I have more questions at the end. I'm only gonna ask her 4 because we're both hungry and we both wanna.
Did you really just say that?
I'm hungry. We have food and I cannot wait to eat. How do you think the holiday season impacts teens' mental health compared to other times of the year?
Well, because of the holiday season and because family is really the emphasis around the holiday season. If you are in a home where you may have been raised by one parent versus 2 parents, or maybe your grandparents, or maybe aunts and uncles, sometimes, the sense of family and how we define family may cause some individuals to feel a little saddened, or if you have encountered the unfortunate death of a loved one, it could definitely impact a teen, just like it would impact an adult. We have something we call the holiday blues, and it starts like right before Thanksgiving, and it ends around, after the first of the year, because again, the emphasis is around family. And you may experience feelings of being irritable. You may feel like you have very low energy. You may feel very sad, very blue, very blah, lack of motivation. Just overall, I guess how you say it, Aggie. Aggie. And
irritated.
So, or irritated for no
Aggie,
reason. Yeah. And so just understanding that your emotions are normal, and understanding that everyone has a different response to the holidays, I think it's very important for you to become a little more self-aware about your feelings and how you express your feelings, also how your feelings impact others. And that's what we call emotional intelligence, being able to understand your feelings, how your feelings are impacting you, how your feelings may impact others, and being able to manage and regulate your emotions, energy and motion. It's that energy in motion. I know you guys say, I don't want to be around negative energy, all that. That's that energy in motion. So always understand, emotions are energy in motion. It's the energy that you actually demonstrate, through, what you say, how you act, how you behave, because your thoughts lead to your emotions and your emotions lead to actions. We call that the T, right? Thoughts, what you think, leads to how you feel. How you feel leads to how you behave or act. And how you think really is a summary of what you see, what you feel, what you taste, what you touch, any memories you may have. And then it causes you to have different thoughts. And those thoughts lead to how you feel. And those feelings lead to how you act.
So it's like a process.
Well, yeah, for you to understand your emotions. And so that's why around the holiday, understanding what you're taking in, what you're exposing yourself to. Like you're a social media junkie, and I try to tell you to minimize your time, because it's so easy to get caught up in the lives of other people and then start thinking that you're either not having the life that others have, and you begin to compare yourself to other individuals' lives. And for the most part, a lot of that is fake. But then you begin to, feel sad. You may feel like you're disempowered to achieve goals. And so being very aware of what you take in, especially around the holidays, being careful what you watch around the holidays, making sure you're not doing a lot of isolation, being able to feel free to talk about your feelings instead of stuffing yourself in your room.
Oh, so you see how she just looked at me when she said that? It's okay. Going back to what you said about isolation and change, right? So say if when you were when somebody was younger and their family was together more and impact, and now that years come by and say the parents got divorced or a parent dies, how could the childhood version of their future self handle the now change of the holiday? Well, if that makes sense. I don't know if that makes sense.
It does. And the only reason why it makes sense to me, because you're my child, so I know how you think. But I'm going to translate that for you, and I'm going to answer the question.
I'm working on it.
What you're basically saying is you may go through some childhood issues, right? And how your family once was as a child, and now you're older, and there's transitions in life. There's changing in the family structure. You may have relocated. You may have lost a significant family person, be it a parent, be it a sibling. You may go through a lot of changes. You may relocate to a different location, and you're trying to say, how do you navigate through those transitions and still be healthy as an adult?
Yes.
Is that what you're saying?
Yes.
Okay. So let me help you to understand that change is inevitable, right? Change is something that will happen to all of us. And let me tell you how real this is. every 7 years, your body goes through a transformation. Your biochemistry goes through a transformation.
Biochemistry.
And so I want you to understand that this is something that is inevitable, and understanding that change is not an option. It happens. And it's so important to remember the memories, but also understand that you can grow after changes. We call that post-traumatic growth. And so if you've been through some things in life, or you're just going through some transitions, you figure out, for yourself how it's impacted you, and understand that each chapter of your life builds your story. And oftentimes we're forced to turn the page. Other times it's a page that we feel that we have completed. And so what you have to understand is you're going to mature. You're going to mature emotionally, mentally, spiritually, physically. So understanding that change happens. And sometimes, change is not what some people may want. However, it does happen, and you learn how to adjust. You learn how to adjust. And that's the big word for tonight. Adjustment. Yeah. Adjusting to change, and understanding that with every adjustment, there's going to be a new version of you that helps you to learn from your past, learn from your experience, and build new experiences.
And so going to, let's see if I can get this right on the first try. Going to, now, us being a mom, you being the mom, and mom and daughter relationship, how can parents help teenagers manage holiday-related stress or anxiety?
Well, I think the onus, honestly, is also on you all as teens. You have to be able to feel comfortable to express your feelings, express them verbally. Of course, we pick up on your nonverbal, but you have to be very open and honest to say, I'm struggling, and this is why I'm struggling, right? And we as parents, we cannot minimize how our child feels, but at the same time help them to understand, that there's also life beyond the struggle. And so I think it's all about having good communication, being able to openly communicate with one another in regards to the holidays. And also, let me piggyback on something I said before. You also can ensure that memories of those loved ones that are no longer here, you can keep those alive as well. Different traditions. Also involve yourself in your child's life. I know at the age of 14, they go through a metamorphosis. Yeah, you guys do, right? You guys don't want to be bothered. You think you know everything. Yeah, I know. I see it firsthand.
I mean, when I was 14, I wasn't that bad.
No.
I wasn't that bad.
No, you are a very good kid. It's just the fact that,
But I had a lot of change.
Yeah,
I think I had a lot of change.
You didn't really have a lot of change.
No, I'm saying, for me, I'm growing up in a single parent household. And so seeing my mom do everything, and then also having to play both roles in my life, is like, okay, let me try to do something to help her.
You don't have to help me.
Okay, but still.
But you can't really say I play both roles, because you've had supportive characters.
Not both roles.
I don't want to say characters.
That you're not a story. No, I'm saying not both roles. I'm saying when I thought I needed another person, I had my mom. It's like, not that she's like, God, but like, if I needed something, my mom was always there. I could always rely on my mom. Even when I'm mad, I don't want to talk, I can be like, okay, Mom, like, I'm ready to talk now. Even though then she don't really want to talk either. But it's just the fact that, like my mom said, you have to feel comfortable with your parent. And sometimes you have to have uncomfortable conversations so that you are comfortable with your parent.
And when you're not comfortable with me, you have a positive male in your life that you actually talk to more than you talk to me. And then you have your grandmother. And so, and your godmothers. and your extended family. And so God has really blessed us that although technically, the single parent thing, but God has really blessed you to have a support system, to help fill in the gap. And that's what you have to find. You got to find your support system.
And sometimes it doesn't have to be your family. Sometimes, and that's where my other question comes from. How do you deal with a parent who, because I have, like, people always tell me all the time, I've been blessed to have a mother who's understanding of emotions and does not discard or, dismiss emotions, but she knows about it and she can educate me if I'm wrong. But
you don't want to be educated sometimes.
No, I really don't.
Because you think you know everything.
Of course, a little bit. But how do you deal with a parent who is not as accepting of emotions like a person like you?
Well, we have to understand, and I need for you all, young ladies and young men, to have a little grace for your parents. Mental health is something new in our communities, right? For so long, it's been stigmatized. It's all in your head. It doesn't exist. But after COVID, everybody was traumatized, right? Yeah. So we all knew that trauma existed. And so you have to understand, we are turning the corner in regards to mental health. And I always like to use this analogy. Your mental health is just as important as your physical health. If your mental health is not good, your physical health won't be good. Your spiritual health will not be good, because it's all interconnected. The brain is an organ, just like any other organ. And to be honest, the brain is the central existence of how we act, how we feel, how we move. And so the brain can get sick just like any other organ. And so being able to have a little grace for your parents to help them understand that mental health is real. It's not a demon, right? It's not in our head. You do have nerves, you do have feelings. It takes time. But I think it's all about the approach also, and how you approach your loved ones in regards to what's going on, right? And so we're so used to having checkups from the neck down, but not checkups from the neck up,
Cheesy, how she gonna quote her future book.
We need to start checking our mental health, our brain, how we think, how we feel, what we believe, because it really impacts that. So being able to have conversations, and you don't feel like you're able to have that conversation with your parents, you could show them a documentary. You can, I'm not going to say call me.
No. She won't answer the phone.
No, Amaris, really?
I'm sorry. She'll answer the phone, but like, Mom, you know how therapists get? They get a little tired.
Don't try to clean it up. Don't try to clean it up.
Has a lot going on.
Oh my God.
So like, it's hard to get in contact with my mom.
But there are resources out there. There's something called NAMI, National Association of Mental Illness, and it really helps to understand depression. There's so many documentaries, so many things. I want you to get the right source, because everything on TikTok is not verified.
It ain't it.
So you want to be able to get the right sources to help.
No, say that again, because there's a lot of TikTok therapists
that are not even licensed.
No. Or they like look it up on Google and be like, oh yeah, you got ADHD, you got ADD, you got
to be really careful. So you go to sources that are relevant and that's certified to be able to give you this type of information. And it's out there. You can look up the holiday blues. There's so many different videos. That's like a hot topic right now. And this is the holiday season, and you can find joy. It's time to flip the script, okay? On feeling sad all the time, and find joy in life. Just breathe in, breathe out. Breathe in, breathe out. Breathe again.
Why you look so hard?
What is that?
Okay.
You gotta learn how to be a little mindful, meaning that, you stay grounded in today, not going off into tomorrow or next year, like my daughter is, because, she's going to college.
Wait, hold on. Before you go there, I want you to go back, because my last question, what? I want you to go back to what you just said. Before you go there, my last question was what is a piece of advice that you can give teens who feel disconnected or down during the holiday season? Before you go into
I kind of answered, but disconnection is real. find out the source of your disconnection. What's causing you to feel disconnected? Is it just because you are socially isolating yourself? You're isolating yourself from your family. You're isolating yourself from your friends. I think you got to take a self-awareness check. In other words, be able to figure out what in me is driving me to stay here. You just don't get there by osmosis, right? There's things that lead to you feeling that way. And so I think you need to begin to what I call brain dump, right? And this is something you got to filter out your thoughts, right? How do you do that? You don't even have to write sentences. Get you a piece of paper, start writing what are the things that are like ruminating in your head, like just going over and over in your head. You could say boyfriend, girlfriend, stupid. You could say whatever it is, and being able to put that on paper so you could see what are the things in your mind or in your thought life that are very heavy, that's really weighing you down in your thought life, right? Because your thought closet is full, right? And when anything is too full, you will bust. And so you have to take the initiative to begin to be a little more responsible about your emotions, what you're feeling, the who, what, where, and why, right? Who is you, right? Who's responsible? What's causing you to feel the way you're feeling? Where did this begin? Why are you still here? You have to really start to ask yourself some questions and do some reflection. It's easy for you to blame mama, daddy, boyfriend, boo, whoever, cha-cha, chi-chi. But, you got to come back to your core. What's causing you? No one can drive you to feel any kind of way. So you make the choice to feel.
When people say, oh, you're driving me insane, is that something that's you're taking on, or is that could be
when they say you're driving me insane? Yeah. No one can drive. It's a choice that if you allow someone to have that type of control over you, it's still your choice. You have a choice in this. You could decide, here are my boundaries. I'm not doing that.
That's a whole different topic. Boundaries?
And so it is. You have to take the onus. You have to take the responsibility for why you are where you are. You make choices, right? You choose to isolate yourself. You could feel like that all day, every day. But what you do, thoughts lead to emotions. Emotions lead to actions. What you do when you're thinking like that, that's the T. That's a choice you're making.
That's the T.
And so you have to, own your choices and decide to do something different. It takes about 30 to 45 days to form a habit. It takes even longer to unlearn habits.
Because it's so natural.
Negative thinking.
Yeah, it's natural.
It takes time to unlearn. And one day we need to talk about these negative thoughts. Like we call them cognitive distortions.
Come on,
like it's like these distorted thinking, right? That you have based on negative beliefs that you may have had growing up or people telling you, but you play them out and you live your life to that beat of that drum. You don't have to. You have to make the decision, and then you have to be consistent with it.
Because consistency is key. Like, for example, one thing about this is that I have not been consistent on here. But because I'm being more consistent, I see results. So you won't get your results until you develop consistency. So I think that's very important. So now going back to what you said about me going to college, because this was a very asked question.
What?
How do you feel?
I'm devastated. I really am. Because I'm happy, but I'm devastated, if that makes sense. First of all, I would have loved to have more children, but it just did not work out that way. And so she's spoiled. I'm very proud of her, though.
I wouldn't say spoiled. I would just say lightly.
I'm very proud of her.
Spoiled.
I'm very proud of her. Yet I'm happy for her. I'm excited for her, but I'm devastated because she decided to go. Well, we can't tell you where she's going.
Oh yeah, it's a secret. But it's not official. But it's official.
But I can tell you she's leaving New York, right? And so me adjusting to that and allowing you to grow into who you are and be a young woman and understand that you will always need mommy, but you will need mommy differently. That's the adjustment for me.
Differently.
Yeah. I'll still have a role, but my role will be cultivating you as a young lady, cultivating you.
Because you already trained me.
Right. And cultivating you as you journey through your coursework, journey through your profession. I know wherever you go, you're going to be an asset. I know you're going to go far. And so that's what I'm not worried about. I'm really not worried about anything. It's just the fact that you're going to have to keep your 360 on. If not.
Yeah, this is not, now, this is not Dr. Solomon.
No, this is for real. No, this like, is I'm not playing. I will be right there, okay?
This is
I don't play.
This is mommy.
Okay? You know, and
so you see how she switched roles real quick?
And so, you know, no, I'm serious, but I'm not serious, but I really am serious.
No, she's serious.
And so being able to, and this is for any young lady or young man who's getting ready to go off. Your parents, they're going to be,
give them some grace.
A little shaky.
Yeah,
I've done my crying. I've done all of that.
She started this summer. She started crying this summer. We were applying to college.
Yeah, I'm getting better. It's going to be a transition. Remember, I said transitions and adjustments are inevitable and they're needed. You don't want anything to stay the same. And so I'm so delighted. I can tell you, she is going to a historically Black college. And for me, that means the world because I am an alumni of South Carolina State University. And so
what's your chant?
What do you mean?
What's your chant? Like, what do you say? Like,
which part? We have so many.
Which
part? Hello, how have you been?
Okay, no. When people say South Carolina State University, what you say? Like, you know how they be like, HU, you know? Like, what y'all say?
We don't do that. We're more upper echelon. We're the South Carolina State University Bulldogs. We are going to the Celebration Bowl. We actually won the MEAC, so we're going to Atlanta. And I wish I was going to take Amaris, but I have to work, and then she has something to do with dance. And so we're unable to go to Atlanta. And your godmother, my best friend who went to South Carolina, she was going to fly you down.
Tell her she can still fly
No, I said no because Amaris has something to do.
No. Oh, it's that weekend?
It's the 14th.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, and she just told me. She said, well, don't tell her. So now I'm telling you on national TV. So big ups to Shakira because she was going to fly you down.
What's your chant? I'm trying to figure out your chant.
We don't have like a chant.
Okay, so say something that represents your college.
Hello, how have you been?
Same thing.
Oh, get up for the Bulldogs. Everybody get up. Get up for the Bulldogs. Everybody get up. You know, you can look us up. We just went viral for doing Can We Talk, Tevin Campbell.
Oh yeah, did y'all see that?
That was my college. Like we're the bomb.
Everybody.
So I'm excited for you, and I'm excited that this is a part of your journey. I think God has endowed you with so many gifts. And just to see you begin to walk into your gifting, not into my gifting for you. And I know you hate being in the shadow. You are not in my shadow. Sit down, Gucci. I mean, Fendi. I call you my mom.
Gucci is Mimi's dog. Me, Mom, you have the mic.
Did you just kiss me? Oh, sorry. You're not walking in my shadow. Stop thinking that. You're just, that. She's not walking in my shadow. She has her own journey. And I wouldn't want anyone to walk in a shadow. A shadow is dark, right?
I think that's
it's
kind
scary.
of the reason why I feel like I'm under a lot of pressure.
But you don't have to
tell my mom that.
You did.
I mean, not really, but like.
But you don't have to. I just released you. You have your own journey. You have your own journey. You will probably be. I don't have any expectations. I just want you to be great and let God be glorified in your life. I don't. That's it.
Now look. Now we're at the elder. We're at the elder. That's all. We done went through 5 different hats.
That's all. That's all. I don't. There's no expectations. I want you to be the best God-given version of who you're supposed to be. Don't walk in my shadow. You don't have to walk in my shadow. That's why I started the journey. So there's no shadow for you to walk in. You walk in front of me after I have paved the way so you can go on and elevate and be who you're supposed to be. High five. One thing I do want to say that I admire Amaris, because Amaris has shared me with so many people. I do have a lot of mentees.
People really don't give me enough credit for that.
I do.
No.
And they do as well.
Because I've been sharing my mom since my mom started to really become out there. Because there was times where
I don't really think I'm out there like that.
No. Oh, you will be. But I'm saying,
I don't want to be.
Even when back in the years ago when I used to live with my grandma, we all used to live together. I had to share my mom because it was nice that she had to stay at work late because she had, things at work going on. She had services that she had to attend to. So I've been sharing my mom. She's always been there. But now I kind of feel better because I can be there now. Like I can.
And you can see that all you're sacrificing. Because I was working a full-time job, doing my private practice, going to school to get my doctorate.
All in the last, how old am I, 17? 7 years?
But your circle, the circle, and I'm not going to name everyone because I'll forget some. Your circle was tight. Those that kept...
Circle, your circle or my circle?
Our circle that helped grow you.
Oh, the village.
Yeah, your village. You had men and women who helped grow you during the way, And so I'm blessed. We're blessed. And this has been a phenomenal time with you all tonight.
No, let me end it off. You see how she's just going to take control of my channel? She needs her own channel. Thank you so much for joining this video. I hope y'all had all y'all snacks. This video is 33 minutes long, so we're going to cut it down. We're going to have to, honestly, it may not even come out till tomorrow anyway. I was going to have it for tonight, but...
No, you can. Let it roll.
This was raw and uncut.
Let it roll. And if you would love to come to the gala, we would love to have you.
And if you want to see more videos of my mom, oh my gosh, I want her.
Did you know there's so much YouTube? I didn't know there was so many YouTube videos of me out.
I told you that.
It was crazy. But please come to the gala.
Please come to the gala.
It's really honoring some phenomenal men and women. It will be an experience you will never forget. And we party. We have a good time.
She likes to party.
Okay.
Bye.
Bye-bye.